from last year, but how are you guys prioritizing your mental health with everything that's going on, starting the season and everything you've been through?
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things we focused on this offseason. We're making sure that everybody has a clear headspace just going into every day. I think that's just one of the biggest things to have just a clean program. You want guys in the right front mindset and all that stuff. And so we were all these different guys, the program who came in. We had Molly, who we were working with, and then a few other people that we were working with, just to strengthen our minds and make sure we're attacking every day with the right mindset.
Right. Good luck to you. Okay.
Thank you.
How beneficial was the time you had with receivers, just you and few receivers? What in your mind came out of that, and what do you think you got out of it and they got out of it?
Referring back to a break?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think it was just more of a, we weren't like, all right, we need to do this like every single day kind of schedule, but it was more of a bonding kind of thing. They came to my home. My dad was cooking good food for them. And so we were treating them right. We took them out to D.C. And so aside of all the football and training and lifting and all that stuff, we made sure that we were just bonding and getting to know each other more and just experiencing new things with each other.
You said your father coached you. What do you make from your day?
I think my dad, first night we started off with some jerk chicken wings and I think some other rice and stuff like that. And then second night we had some nice steaks for him and spaghetti and all that stuff. So we fed him well.
Coming to your house.
when Payton went into the portal, I guess, what was your reaction to that? And Kate was just talking about you guys talking about, but did you see that coming, and how did you kind of respond to that?
No, I didn't see it coming. Peyton's a good friend of mine. We still stay in contact, and we were golfing and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain my emotions on why he left or whatever like that. But I was, I supported him, and I sent him a text, called him, congratulated him when he chose a school and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm happy for him. Hopefully, he does well.
Aside from that, did you see it? This is my opportunity.
I think I saw it as my opportunity, whether, my opportunity to compete for the spot, whether he was here or not. That's just kind of how I took it. Him leaving didn't really change anything or change my mindset at all. I think it's just, a better opportunity for me and Katin and Sam and Drew to, get in there and compete.
In his time here, Mel has never announced his starting quarterback until game time, game one. Are you approaching this? That's the way it is, right until game time?
Yeah, I think you have to. I think you have to put your head down and work. Nothing's given to you. You have to earn everything you get. So, that's my mindset. But at the same time, you have to have the leadership of, if I am the starter, if I'm going to be the starter, I got to have the right mindset in practice and stuff like that. So, there's many ways to approach this competition, and just focusing on me and what I need to do with the team and stuff like that is going to take care of itself.
A quarterback, by nature, has to be a leader.
For sure.
Are you working on that already and trying to be a leader on this team in practice and away from the field?
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to get better at leading every single day, and I think that's one thing Peyton did well, and some things I could take away from his game is leadership. And if I could do some of the things he did, and take bits and pieces from other people around me, like Tre Mosley, he's a great leader on this team, and just taking bits and pieces from each other, I think it's going to better ourselves.
I know you've been here all summer, but how was day one, your first official practice this morning, different than any other day?
I thought it was great. Just the vibe, the intensity of everything. What the coaches are telling us. How we feel as players. Everything's looking good in the right direction. I think this team is very hungry, and you can tell after this first day we were practicing, we were flying around out there. It's day one install stuff, but we're treating it like it's the most important thing. So that's very important for this team.
No, last week, or Mel's talked a lot about the vibe feeling different. Last week, some of the guys were saying it feels there's more connectedness this year. Did you feel like something was missing from that last year? Was there a point where you're like, hey, we need to become a tighter team, because maybe it wasn't there before? Did you sense any of that at all? And do you feel like the vibe is different?
Yeah, I think it's hard to say. Like one reason why we were 5-7 last year. I think it's hard to pick one thing on why, but I think one of the biggest things we found out is like we need to be just closer as a group. Not saying that we weren't close last year, but the more closer we get, just being together and stuff like that, it can only help us. We as long as we feel comfortable with each other in the locker room. We know everybody. We know what their goals are. what their why is and all that stuff. That's one thing we're focusing on. I think just coming together and being close and being connected is one of the biggest things that can help with success.
Was getting that locker room back? Mel's talked about how that's a place where people hang out, and you haven't had that. Does that really help you guys, you think, or will it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, after practice today, we tried out the new speakers and stuff. Everybody was dancing in there, so just little things like that can definitely go a long way.
How did you come out of the summer in your off-season conditioning, and did you feel like you put on weight? Where are you at weight-wise right now?
Yeah, I feel good with myself. I feel strong. I put on some lean muscle and stuff like that on my body scan. Coach Novak did a great job with all of us. I feel strong. I feel fast. That's all you really want as a football player. As long as you feel healthy, you feel good, and the numbers don't lie and stuff like that in the weight room. So. I feel really good.
You've been through this now a few years. How does the retention today compare to previous first days of fall camp?
I think it's a different situation for me, but I think just collectively as a group, a lot of guys, we knew what we were doing out there. There weren't a lot of guys that didn't know what was going on or anything like that. Everybody was in tune with the pace we need to practice at, how fast we need to be on the field, and so I thought it was a great day.
You talked about Tre being a leader, kind of the more solidified guy coming back in that room. Who else in that room have you seen that's kind of stood out to you so far?
In the receiver room?
Yeah.
I see Montorie Foster. He's been, working hard. He's being a little bit more vocal now. He's showing the young guys, basically the ropes on how they need to do things, how they need to practice, how they need to run their routes, being very technical with everything. And so I think that's one of the things Coach Hawk, Coach Johnson, all of them want to see out of Montorie and, some of the other receivers in there. But just to point out one guy, probably Montorie, he's being a little more vocal and out there.
A long way to go in camp, obviously, but just what's it going to take, you think, for whoever it is to emerge as the guy quarterback coming out of this after 25 practices?
Yeah, I think Coach Tuck says it all the time. He just, the big thing about a quarterback, you have to have the confidence of the team, and you have to execute. That it starts in practice. Every single day is being watched. Every single day, they're grading all of us quarterbacks. You got to execute at a high level, and you got to do the things that they're telling you to do, and you got to make sure you don't, get outside of what they're asking you to do. Not doing too much, and the last thing, just being a leader and having command of everybody on the team.
And then just the way the off seasons went, the guys you're throwing to now, I assume are a lot of guys you got reps with as the two last year, whether it's Tyrell or whoever, Montorie, who we were talking about. Does that give you a little bit of an advantage, you think?
I would say it gave me an advantage, but I do have good chemistry with those guys, and I like when I'm out there with all the receivers. I'm confident within them. We worked really hard this offseason through the winter, spring, and the summer. Meeting with the guys. We were on the field doing 7-on-7s. Just stuff after workouts, routes on air, and stuff like that. All those things got us to where we are now, and we have a lot of work to do, but I feel confident in them.
I was going to say, do you sense a bond with this team that's formed in the spring and summer, or does that start happening now as you get ready for games?
I think it started back in January when all the new guys got here. We got some new guys in the summer, but the guys that were here throughout the spring, we were doing activities. We went putt-putting, we went bowling. We had a trivia night. So we had a lot of activities that we did just to do some team bonding kind of stuff. But it's a great vibe around the team right now. And
Who's the best bowler?
I'm not gonna say myself. I'm not gonna say myself, but
You're up there, though, huh?
I believe I'm up there. But I say average, probably 170, 160, sometimes 150. But I say Malik Carr's really good at bowling. Tyrell's good at bowling, and Tynell Hopper's good at bowling.
What does this all feel like for you?